Hello and welcome to another edition of Autocar India's Quick News, your weekly update of all those big launches, all those scoops and all the hot news from the world of automobiles. But before we begin, do remember to hit our subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest uploads. Let's begin with the car launches this week, and there have been a fair few big ones. Let's start first with the Kia Seltos price announcement. Kia's first SUV for India gets 3 engine options, 2 petrol and 1 diesel, all of which get an automatic and a manual gearbox. Prices for the Seltos start at 9,69,000 rupees for the 1.5 petrol, while the 1.5 diesel prices start at 9,99,000 rupees. The 1.5-litre engines are only available with the HT line for now. The sportier GT line offers a 1.4-litre turbo petrol engine, and prices for it start at 13,49,000 rupees. While the GT line does not officially have a top-spec 1.4-litre petrol auto or a diesel auto offering, we can confirm that those variants are in the pipeline, with dealers already taking bookings for the same. Compared to its rivals, the Seltos undercuts the likes of the Hyundai Creta on the entry-level variants, but is slightly more expensive on the top-spec models. It also undercuts the recently launched MG Hector. Another big launch this week is the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios. Let's have a look at the variant breakup and the prices. The Hyundai Grand i10 Nios gets a BS6 ready petrol engine with both a manual or an AMT, while the diesel gets a BS4 motor mated to a manual gearbox. Prices for the petrol manual start at 4,99,000 rupees, while the AMT prices start at 6,37,000 rupees. Prices for the diesel start at 6,70,000 rupees. In terms of competition, the Grand i10 Nios undercuts rivals like the Maruti Suzuki Swift, and for more details on variants, check our website autocarindia.com. And the big launches just keep on coming. Now it's time for Maruti and the brand new 6-seater MPV, the XL6. Now, the XL6 of course is based on the Ertiga, but gets more SUV-like styling, and it will be sold only through the Nexa chain of premium outlets. Let's have a look at the variants and the pricing. The new Maruti Suzuki XL6 gets LED headlamps and daytime running lights. While the MPV design stays the same as the Ertiga in general, especially in profile, the XL6 does look a lot more aggressive and a lot better. The XL6 also gets an all-black interior with a large touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Available only with the petrol engine, prices start at 9,80,000 rupees for the manual and 10,90,000 rupees for the automatic. And it's not just mass market launches this week, but also luxury ones. BMW India brought in the brand new 3 Series. The 7th generation BMW 3 Series, codenamed the G20, is lighter and yet larger than its predecessor, and also gets the new LED daytime running light design that ditches the typical BMW halos. Available with a diesel in the 320D spec and a petrol in the 330i spec, the new 3 Series is available in 3 variants totally, with prices starting at 41,40,000 rupees. Now, a few weeks ago, we brought you all the updates that Isuzu had done on the D-Max V-Cross pickup truck, and now there is one more, but this one is a biggie. It finally has an automatic gearbox, and it comes mated with a new engine too. Priced at 19,99,000 rupees, the V-Cross now gets a 6-speed automatic mated to the new 1.9-litre diesel engine. The difference in price as compared to the manual variants that still come with the older 2.5-litre engine is about 3 lakh rupees. The new engine makes 150 horsepower and 350 Nm of torque, making it more powerful as compared to the older engine, while the car also offers 6 airbags. Let's move on to bike news now, and both Harley fans and electric mobility fans will be happy with this one, because Harley will soon showcase its Livewire, its first ever electric motorcycle in India, on August the 27th. The Livewire produces 105 horsepower and 116 Nm of torque and comes with a host of electronic features. It will be a while before the Livewire goes on sale in India, but if and when it does, it will carry a rather heavy price tag of between 32 and 35 lakh rupees. In other bike news, Royal Enfield will soon be increasing the prices of its 650 twins from September the 1st, 2019. Let's have a look at what those price increases will be. The price hike will be in the range of 5,012 to 5,400 rupees on the Interceptor 650 and between 5,312 and 5,700 rupees on the Continental GT 650. The 650 twins are 2 of the most affordable twin-cylinder motorcycles on sale in the country, and the price hike will certainly not have an effect on that title. Now, Hyundai of course has been in the news quite a bit this week. Earlier we told you about the Grand i10 Nios, but we have some information on their upcoming models too. But first up, let's have a look at a new engine option that the Venue will get very soon. The Venue currently gets 3 engine options, 2 petrols and 1 diesel. The diesel, the 1.4-litre engine, also used in the likes of the i20, will soon be replaced by an all-new 1.5-litre motor which has just been launched in the Kia Seltos. The new engine will be BS6 compliant and will make 115 bhp of power and 250 Nm of torque with the variable geometry turbo setup, or 90 horsepower and 220 Nm of torque with the fixed geometry turbo. Now the next gen i20 will be showcased next year, and that's certainly a premium hatchback to look out for, especially since the current gen has done so well here in India. And now we have some exclusive news on the automatic gearbox that car will get. Hyundai also confirmed that the third generation i20, set to be launched later next year, will be offered with the option of a dual clutch transmission in India, most likely mated with a 1-litre turbocharged engine offered in the Venue. Incidentally, while the current gen i20 in India does not get a DCT, there is one available on international models. Hyundai will also offer the DCT gearbox on the next gen Hyundai Creta. And in more Hyundai news, we finally have more details on the India launch of the updated Elantra facelift. The new Elantra will be launched in India sometime next month and will continue to be offered with the same petrol and diesel engines that it gets now. What does change, however, is the styling. That will go from the softer and more curvy design that it is now to a much more sharper design. The new car will also continue to have features like ventilated seats. While the overall segment in which the Elantra plays might not be large, the introduction of the new car will certainly help Hyundai claw back some of the market share held by the likes of the Skoda Octavia and the recently launched Honda Civic. And now in our weekly eye candy, here is a look at the Bugatti Centodieci. It's an homage to the legendary Bugatti EB110 sports car from the 90s. Essentially a reskinned Chiron, the new Bugatti Centodieci has design touches like the smaller grille, a wraparound windscreen, and intakes behind the window, and a large rear wing that all ape the design language of the EB110. The Centodieci gets from 0 to 100 in just 2.4 seconds and onto a limited top speed of 380 km per hour. The car will be limited to just 10 units worldwide and will cost about 64 crore rupees before taxes. And with that, we wrap up this week's news. As always, do remember to leave your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.